The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies, as we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. So the Cal Bears offense will have the football first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves, take what the defense gives him, and he cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his back in the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the Washington Huskies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Williams looking for a man. Finds his tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
At the 20, he's got space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to fire deep. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Sends it back in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes his man miss. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got his man in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time if my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Akron came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside InfoCision Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the 2nd half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
And Kevin Connors keeping it up. Oh, a lot of space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Williams will pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets enough. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Boston. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Evans. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Quick release by the QB. And the ball's loose. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And it's slipped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Turning on the Jets.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Williams looking for a man. Safe completion on the screen. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Can't get him to the ground. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
I'll tell you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Trying to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Here's a heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Williams will pass. Using the quick game. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. The option look. Now the pitch. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Off the play fake. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
He'll throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They just keep firing. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a grab down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the...
Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Husky. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Golden Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Gets the back moving. They'll run play action. Creates a little room. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He might want another play. He'll try it again on second and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Catch in the middle. It's James. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's James. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Grabbed over the middle. It's James. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. looking for a crease to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The RPO, it's complete. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Cal! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
And the Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Williams looking for a man. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Gives it on the option. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to return it. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll give it to Johnson. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. He's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air on first down. Finds his target down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Wide open spaces. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Williams will pass. The short hands, it's Boston. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Golden Bears will keep this drive going.
On the screen. Gain of 4. That's a first down for the offense.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll send the back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Marshall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum. And what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
It is perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Toledo put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Rockets had zero issue moving home, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. A busy day in the MAC. And an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Williams looking for a man. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got the quick pass. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Right back to the well. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Give to the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. And the Huskies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Trying to keep the drive alive. It's a running room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The handoff to Johnson. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabs it in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short. Fourth down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams will pass. Got his man quickly. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Going to take a shot, and incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
About this offense, man. They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, California.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team...